Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Adult95, which is another Transformers Legacy video, and that is going to be, let's just start with the weakest one of this wave, and even though I like how she looks, Elita-1. So, yeah, there you go, got her in vehicle mode. Of course, you know, open window packaging that they've been doing, don't like it. Nice image there of her in robot mode, and on the back, 14 steps. Now, right off the bat, I know someone's going to watch this, he doesn't like this figure, but you know what? Too bad. I got her. You don't got her. That's all that, I mean, that's all you really need to do. If you don't like it, don't buy it. Don't tell anyone else how to collect. So, that moving on, we'll get into the video. And here we have Elita-1 out of her packaging, and not looking too bad. Give me just a second here. My brightness is going crazy. Right about there. And, yeah, like I said, not looking bad. She is fairly simple figure and definitely the weakest of the wave. I will give you that. But, you know, at the time I've been, you know, checking her out, messing with the posability and everything. Not too bad. Definitely enjoy her quite a bit more than this, though I do like the colors on this a little bit better. But if you're going to have a more cartoon accurate version, this is the way to go. Now, I will say right off the bat, she is definitely meant to be Minerva first. The Elita-1 was the afterthought. So, but regardless, she still looks good. You got this kind of like bubblegum pink with the, I guess kind of a darker red and some burgundy or maroon for the shoulders and the knees, the feet, and her hips. Whereas her waist piece, again, molded in white plastic, painted red. Get some more of that, or some of that painted burgundy here on her abdomen. Small Autobot symbol right there on her chest. Then you got this kind of green head crest thing. Got some markings there under her eyes. They're not painted, but they are molded in. Really nice metallic blue eyes. It's kind of hard to see. It's hard to see on camera, but here in hand, it does look pretty good. Got the pink there for the lips. And, you know, she's got a backpack going on, but, I mean, it's kind of expected with fembots anymore is to have most of the vehicle on the back. Though, at least her legs form, you know, part of the vehicle instead of, you know, just folding up into, or not even folding up, just flipping her legs around and then wearing the entirety of the car on her back. So, as for weapons, she does include 2 translucent blue blasters. I don't know why both of them are translucent blue. Would have been nice if they did the opposite of what we're getting for Minerva. Did the other one in black paint or plastic, and left the other one translucent. I get it, it's part of the whole Energon infused weapon thing that's only going through the first 2 waves. Like, none of the other figures are doing that, but it just does not look good. I mean, even this Elita-1 had the, it's tabbed in back here. It had a clear blue pistol. Let's see how that looks. This one, yeah, it doesn't look bad. It looks a little out of place, but doesn't look bad. So these ones do look a little bit more awesome, at least molding wise. I believe this one of them is definitely 100% Minerva's gun from the original toy, and of course the cartoon of Headmasters. But if you're going to give her any weapon, and any weapon that Elita-1's ever used, just give her the one from the red cog or ROG, whatever you want to call that figure. Just the Ultra, basically like a smaller version of the Ultra Magnus rifle with a barrel extension. So you can do that if you want to. Now, articulation, her head is on a ball joint. It is a little stiff on mine, so I'm going to try not to move it too much because I don't want to snap the neck joint. Shoulders do rotate 360 if you don't have these in the way. Get out to there. Bicep swivel well over 90 at the elbow. Get a wrist swivel. You do get 360 waist. Get most of the way out. all the way forward and back, most of the way back. The way the hip piece here is shaped is just a little wonky. Do get a thigh swivel. Get 90 at the knee, and the feet are on these kind of detented joints. I might take a X-Acto knife and kind of shave that down a little bit so it's a little more gradual than that. I mean that's not too bad right there. It's kind of between. Yeah, so that works. And so yeah, the fenders going over the shoulders is definitely an option. That is how I'm going to be displaying Minerva. But for Elita-1, I think I'll either have them just bring this section back or up like this. And either collapse them down as they would be for vehicle mode and just kind of do what, well, I'll point that out in that video. But another one in this way, you can just hold it down along her back and then, have a fairly clean looking robot mode. Definitely, compacts the backpack a lot more. Or another way you could do this is by bringing this out, rotating these down. Just kind of giving her a different look. So you can have that going on. Still giving her a little bit of a backpack, kind of an RC look as well. But it's still compact. You don't have them sticking up as far. So I might actually keep her like this, because this actually doesn't look too bad, at least to me. So to finish up transformation to robot or vehicle mode, just bring this up, bring this down. Those will just tab in. Bring that down. All right, then from here, bring this rear section out. And this is a separate piece. Just kind of pegs in, so kind of what we've got to look forward to when, hang on a second. So for when Minerva comes out, I believe it's going to be pretty much the same piece, if not have a shorter peg. But basically, there you go. Might shorten up the light bar to about there. I'm not sure how they do it. I don't have the figure, obviously. Just my speculation. Now, mine does have some paint blemishes. We'll get into that. So, collapse that down. And from here, we want these sections sticking out like that with the fist or the palm facing up. The hexagonal port out like that. On this side, do the same thing. And for the legs here, open up this panel here. That will allow you to collapse the legs down. And we'll need to rotate the waist. Collapse the other leg. And then these will kind of key together, kind of dovetail together, just like that. Then there is this tab, which will go right where that mushroom peg is. And this tab right here on the fender will go right into the back of the arm. It'll tab into there. It's not the best connection. There is also a tab on the forearm that will go into a slot on the bottom of the canopy. Tab that in. Tab this all together up here. Same thing up here. Tap that together. And then collapse these around. And there we have Minerva and her weird kind of cross between a 50s roadster and a dune buggy, kind of space car kind of thing. Yes, I hear people saying it looks a lot like the Homer, but in hand, it's more like a stylized dune buggy with, you know, canopy and street tires. Like, it is a weird little vehicle, but I don't know, it's kind of charming. Not not in the best way. It's just kind of so weird that it comes right around to being kind of cool. I don't know. It's definitely different, definitely odd. I've seen someone turn this into an homage to Big Daddy that they've nicknamed Big Mama. Not my not my words, but it's what the customizer called her. So you can still use these as blast effects, so you can have her zooming around with Optimus, which I forgot to do a comparison with, but we'll definitely do that here in a bit. Doesn't roll the best, mostly due to the fact that these are those clip-on wheels that I am so fed up with Hasbro. I don't know why we're still in this age of clip-on wheels when we have metal pins, and they've been using metal pins in some of the recent figures. But paint blemishes, they are right here. A couple swatches of red paint there, and then one right there. So I can just take a Q-tip with some isopropyl and just clean that off. Not a huge deal. Or, you know, wait for Toy Hacks to do something that covers this up with maybe like a framework and windows, kind of like with Hot Rod. We'll see what happens. As far as weapon storage, there's ports all over the side here. And even on the back. You even take the hat off. You can use the port up there. Give her a turret. Or, you know, just plug that weapon onto the side there. Oop. Might just glue that into place because I don't see any reason to take it off or for it to be able to come off, at least on Minerva or on Elita-1. Then gonna plug that one into the side there. Yeah, we're zooming around. So yeah, definitely not the worst. I do like some of the paint ops on here. So you got the white here on the hood, and then the same T shape that was on her chest. Go ahead and take these off. That is a little loose. I might tighten that up. I got some white here for the headlights, white for the bumper. Got some of that darker red here. That's not the best match here, but I believe those are meant to be two. Yeah, because it's a separate shade of red here than it is for that. So, but yeah, not a ton of paint on her. Mostly on the chest here and the waist. But vehicle mode doesn't look too bad. Like I said, it doesn't roll the best. I mean, it's rolling fine in my hands, but doesn't roll the best on a smooth surface. So maybe if you have like a carpeted surface or maybe like a really shallow carpeted surface, should roll a lot better. But smooth surfaces are not the best. So to get her back into robot mode, go ahead and flip these feet back around. Untab the rear fenders. Just straighten out the legs. There's a weird vehicle mode for you. Just kind of one of those kind of three-wheel looking vehicles. I don't know. Just run out some ideas. I don't know. Not really an idea, just weird oddities. Bring this back up. Untab the arms from the top and front fenders. Then bring this whole section up. Fold in the back section of the car. And then for me, just for the rest of the video, I'm just going to bring that back. There's the arms. Rotate the waist. Split the legs apart. And collapse those sections in. And there we have Elita-1 back in robot mode. So very simple transformation. Very, I don't know, I think it's a fun transformation. For what it's worth, I know there's not a lot, mostly just fold this up and collapse the legs, but you know, at least it's more involved than this. So let me get Optimus Prime. We'll do a quick comparison and end it there. And here she is with Prime. Now, I honestly would have preferred if she were a Voyager, at least a larger deluxe, maybe up to, with her head up to his shoulder. Because she was about that height in the cartoon, if I remember correctly. She wasn't, Bumblebee wasn't that small compared to Prime. Like, from my memory, which could be wrong. But Yeah, I would have preferred like a large deluxe, small Voyager. Maybe have her turn into some sort of truck or just a beefier armored car or something. But, you know, wrong figure. But yeah, I mean, I still don't mind it. I'm sure at some point we'll get another Elita-1. I mean, we are getting the Earthspark one, so if they do, you know, a good figure of that as opposed to what we've seen, I might get it and just swap the head out. So we'll see what happens. Give her back her weapons. And there we go. So yeah, let me know what you think of Elita-1. I know a couple of people already think this is trash. You've said so many times, so I'm well aware of that fact that you think it is to that one individual. But, you know, having her in hand, she's not bad. I'm more excited for Minerva. That is 100% a fact. But for an update compared to this, I dig it. Like, this might... Well, yeah, they're about the same size. This might actually be my Ariel, if I can get a different head or something. I mean, they're the same size. She's just a little bit beefier. And actually turns into... Like, actually transforms into the car. Like, not upper body, but, you know. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling. So, hope you guys enjoyed this quick look at Minerva. I say quick, and it's been 17 minutes. So, that being said, hope you guys check out the links down below, and we'll see you next time.